They sold you a dream about passive income. But nobody told you the full truth. Watch till end for real reality check. Like, share, subscribe for financial clarity. Comment if you believed this before. Passive income is often presented as a system where money flows endlessly without effort, while you sleep, travel, or relax without any ongoing responsibility. This idea is extremely attractive because it promises financial freedom, without continuous work or long-term commitment. However, in reality, almost every income stream labeled as passive requires significant effort either at the start or continuously behind the scene. The truth is that money does not generate itself without systems, structure, or maintenance at some level. People are often shown only the final result of success without seeing the years of work that created it. This creates a false expectation that financial independence can be achieved without consistent input or discipline. When reality does not match expectation, people feel disappointed or misled about the process. Understanding this illusion is important before building any income strategy. Almost every so-called passive income source requires heavy, upfront work before it becomes stable or automated. Whether it is business, content creation, investments, or digital products, there is always a phase of active effort involved. This early stage usually requires time, learning, testing, failure, and continuous improvement before results appear. Many people quit during this phase because they expect immediate returns without understanding the preparation period. The foundation of passive income is always built through active work that often goes unnoticed later. Without this foundation, there is nothing for income to grow from or sustain itself on. The passive phase only begins after significant effort has already been invested. There is no shortcut that skips the initial workload. Even after an income system becomes stable, it still requires monitoring updates and occasional intervention to keep it running effectively. Businesses need management, investments need review, and digital systems need optimization to remain profitable over time. Nothing truly runs forever without any attention because markets, technology, and demand constantly change. Ignoring maintenance can cause income streams to decline or disappear completely over time. This means passive income is never completely passive in the real sense of the word. It becomes less active but never fully inactive. Ongoing attention is always part of the system, even if it is reduced. Sustainability depends on consistent oversight. Social media often shows success stories that look instant but hides the long timeline of effort behind them. People see results but not the years of learning, failure, and rebuilding that made those results possible. This creates the illusion that success happens quickly, when in reality it takes patience and repetition. Many individuals compare their beginning stage with someone else's finished outcome, which creates unrealistic expectations. This comparison leads to frustration and early quitting in many financial journeys. Overnight success is usually the result of long, invisible preparation. The process is always longer than what is shown publicly. Time is the most hidden ingredient in success. True income stability comes from systems that continue working even when you are not actively involved every minute. However, these systems are created through design, strategy, and continuous improvement over time. Examples include businesses, investments, and digital platforms that still require structure and decision-making. Even automation tools and technology systems need human input at some level to function properly. The idea of completely effort-free income does not match real-world financial systems. Systems reduce workload, but do not eliminate responsibility entirely. Building systems is the real skill behind consistent income. Passive income is actually system-based income. Every income stream carries some level of risk, whether it is market risk, business risk, or platform dependency risk. Nothing in finance is completely stable forever because external conditions constantly change. Investments can fluctuate, businesses can decline, and platforms can update rules or algorithms at any time. People often ignore risk when focusing only on potential income, which creates unrealistic expectations. Understanding risk is essential for building sustainable financial systems. Without risk awareness, decisions become fragile and unprepared for change. Real financial stability requires planning for uncertainty. No income is completely safe or guaranteed. Building income systems requires time and consistency more than anything else in the beginning stages. People often underestimate how long it takes to create something that generates stable returns. Time spent learning, testing, and improving is the real investment behind financial growth. Those who are patient eventually build stronger systems than those who rush for quick results. Time also determines how much compounding effect can work in your favor. The earlier you start, the more powerful long-term results become. Time cannot be replaced or shortcut in financial success. It is the most valuable resource in wealth building. Many people feel misled by the idea of passive income because expectations are built on simplified or exaggerated examples. They expect income without understanding the effort, structure, or maintenance required behind it. When reality requires work, they assume something is wrong instead of adjusting their expectations. This mismatch between expectation and reality leads to disappointment and inconsistency. Most failures happen not because the system does not work, but because understanding was incomplete. Clear expectations lead to better execution and better results. Education reduces confusion and increases success rate. Truth creates better decisions than hype. Sustainable financial success comes from building skills, systems, and assets that gradually reduce active effort over time. Instead of chasing shortcuts, focus on developing income sources that grow with experience and consistency. Combining active income with long-term investments creates stronger financial stability. Reinvestment and patience play a major role in long-term results. Consistency always outperforms quick attempts at shortcuts. Small improvements repeated over time create powerful financial outcomes. Real wealth is built step by step. Stability comes from structure, not luck. Passive income is not a lie, but it is heavily misunderstood and often oversimplified in how it is presented to people. It is not money without effort, but rather reduced effort after significant work, system building, and time investment. True financial freedom comes from systems that require less attention over time, not zero responsibility. Understanding this truth helps you set realistic expectations and build stronger financial strategies. Instead of chasing shortcuts, focus on building assets that grow gradually and sustainably. Success comes from discipline, patience, and structured effort over time. There is no completely effortless path to wealth, but there is a smarter one. Real financial freedom is built, not given. Share this with someone chasing passive income. Like, share, subscribe for financial truth. Comment if this changed your perspective. Start building real systems today. See you in the next video.